Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Thursday, April 30th, 2026. Let's take a look at the charts. This is the big picture, a weekly chart going back 2 years or so. It was the testing of this long-term channel bottom that we'd anticipated a couple of months earlier when we closed below its sister formation at 437.58. It was the testing of the 342.95 channel bottom that presented a buy opportunity not only through May, but really through the third quarter, because from here over the next 2 to 3 months, we are expecting the 437.58 level and climbing. And what has sort of stopped the market, at least on a near-term basis, is this descending channel top that this week is at 398.25, dropping about 5 or 7 points a week. I forget exactly. It'll be in the low 390s next week. And this is our upward pivot point into later May. If we can close above 398.25 tomorrow, Friday, and I doubt that it'll happen, but who knows? If we do, then 437.58 likely within about 2 to 3 more weeks, where we could top out by that point through June, fall away again. I've been mentioning how we could trade inside what is now the low 340s to upper 430s for the next few months, 3 to 5 months. And that is kind of the big picture. Before I leave this chart, I do want to mention that if over the next few weeks we happen to close below 342.95 on a weekly basis, that would need to be by a 1% margin, which is the red line of 339.52 this week. That would set off a 3 to 5 month sell signal into the 220s. We're not there yet. We do think you can continue to aggressively buy the low 340s and climbing as we move through the third quarter. Now, what has, let's see here. Taking a look. Some of these levels are represented on the next chart as horizontal lines. On the daily chart, you've got 342.95 well below the market. 398.25 is that descending channel top above the market on the weekly chart. And 364.76 is the downside 5/8 Fibonacci that was just tested earlier this week, Monday of this week. That is from that April low against the more recent high, the April high. And so 364.76 can continue to contain daily selling pressures, possibly 3 to 5 day swing trade selling pressures up to 398.25. We haven't reached 398.25 yet after testing 364.76 earlier this week, but we think closing today above 374.02, this short-term descending channel top that has managed to contain buying pressures for the last few days. If we close above 374.02, 398.25 is likely over the next 2 to 3 days. I would expect a spike in volatility, and this could be within 2 to 3 days of closing above 374.02. So if you did not bottom pick 364.76, that anticipated upward rotation within a week or two to 398.25, just know that closing today above 374.02 does present that opportunity on strength. 398.25 able to contain buying through next week. Once tested, we could potentially fall back into the 340s within a couple of weeks. Closing above 398.25 tomorrow, I don't see that happening, but this is certainly possible by the end of next week. Closing above this structure will be in the low 390s then, and you got a 2 to 3 week, 3 to 5 week pop into the 430s, 440s. Let's take a look once again at this chart. Holding below 374.02 intraday resistance. We'll keep 364.76 in reach today, where once again we can bottom out not only for the day, but even into next week, and above which 398.25 remains in play over the next week or two, is confirmed really within 3 to 5 days of closing above 374.02. Now, if we do happen to close below 364.76, that does set up, I don't think tomorrow, Friday, but at some point next week, that rising 342.95 level. Let's call this a 3 to 5 day swing trade to the downside. If we close below 364.76, you can expect this 342.95 formation within 3 to 5 days, where we can bottom out not only through next week, but even through the month of May and into the third quarter, above which we are still anticipating the 437.58 formation, which pushes into the 440s in later May and into the 450s in June.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity.
Start your 2-week free trial and trade with clarity from day one.
Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of our 2-week free trial where you'll see daily NVIDIA analysis, daily Triple Q, daily SPY, our stock picks. We're offering 2 every week. We will have 2 going out on Thursday. I think that pretty much rounds it out. I am going to leave it at that for Thursday's Tesla report, and you have a great day.